Hey guys, welcome back to Drift Gaming HD, and today, sadly, not gonna be drifting this beautiful Charger, but instead, we're gonna be doing one of our Big Bad Drift episodes, and for that, I wanna go to buy a new car, and I'm thinking about, I know I spoke about the Lamborghini Euros on the last episode, but I think we're gonna go for a Range Rover or something like that, because I'm feeling it, and well, maybe an Audi? Nah, I don't think it's that big. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get that. Oof. This is technically a Range Rover in a way, but nah, we're gonna go for the Land Rover I was thinking about, and if I can find it. But it's gonna be a tough choice between the modern one and the older one. Because well, I'm not really sure how that. I mean, this one has more horsepower, so we may go for this one. And since we have some money to spend, yeah, we go for this one. So, there's been an update for January in Forza Motorsport along with the new DLC, and in that update there was like some changes to the angular velocity of the steering wheel, like feedback or something like that. And I've been like drifting a bit and fine tuning my Toyota Trueno, and yeah, you can definitely feel like there's been some changes, and I think we're gonna go for this kind of gunmetal color. I mean, I would have preferred a lighter color, but experience tell me that when using light paint cars, it tends to like be more difficult to see the speedometer,
This is
especially in
your
good view, which
2014
is
Land Rover
one of my
Range Rover
favorite
Supercharged.
cameras in the game. I don't know why. I would really like to use like cockpit view, but I think for some cars it doesn't really work, especially for drifting. But that's just me, I think. So, okay, now that we have our car, we're gonna be swapping the drivetrain to rear-wheel drive. So once done, it's gonna lower PSI by a lot. And oh shit, I gave the wrong button. So yep, rear-wheel drive. Okay, and I think we're gonna be adding like the drift basic essential elements, just like suspension and roll bars and things. Oh my god, that drop it's pretty high. It just says like it's like almost 4 centimeters, but you can definitely tell the difference. But this is still gonna be a pretty high, top heavy car. So I don't know how that thing is gonna work. So we're gonna be keeping the weight the same. So we all are gonna add like these anti-roll bars, which now I'm getting the hang of tuning them. And the differential, we will have this one. Yep, thanks. And maybe we'll add the clutch, or maybe not. Not sure. It's not that big of a difference, really. So, the shift time just shifts from 0 to 0. So, yeah, we'll go for no anything else. So, we have like 400 horsepower, more or less than more, but I think it's kind of okay. And for arrow, there isn't really. Oh my god, we ain't gonna add arrow to this car. And it's a pretty good looking car, although I prefer the the older iterations of this car. I think that this is a pretty decent car, so it looks pretty decent. And now let's choose the track we want to be drifting on. And I was thinking maybe not sure. We went to Lime Rock on the last Drift Build episode with the S15, but I'm not really too sure of where I want to go. Maybe this, no, nah. Well, there's like a lot of gravity fall turns in this track, the mountain version, but I don't really know. It's pretty tough choosing a drifting track in this game since there isn't really many of them. So, yeah, let's go to Sonoma. Yeah, I remember this being Infinium Racetrack in Forza 4, but I've seen a lot of people drifting in this track, and we may as well give it a try, although I don't know which one is the drift kind of version, so I think we'll go for this one. It looks to have more turns, but yeah, I haven't really drifted in, well, playing this in this track for a very long time. So if we are having some problems, just keep that in mind, because I mean, I know there are some like the basic turns and things like that, but nothing really too excited about it. And we're gonna be turning our GoPro on. So here we are, and I mean the interior view of this car looks kind of nice, to be honest. I mean, it's a bit dark here, but I mean, there's a pretty big sun out there, so I mean, this seems like a pretty big car, so let's try to do a burnout or something. Oh my god, it sounds pretty vicious. I wasn't expecting that. And okay, those 400 horsepowers are no match for the... I don't know how much this weighs, but I would guess that it's a lot. And we haven't added like the tunable gears, but that's okay. So first up, we wanna lock the differential just almost all the way, which was already almost all the way. So now that we have it all locked, let's see. Let's give it a couple of shots, you know, and then kind of tune from there. So yeah, I mean wheel spin, it's inconvenience with this car, and holy shit, I mean the steering feels like super heavy. Whoa. Holy shit, when it goes to the grass it grips the steering wheel. It's so tough to move it around, and we're getting too much angle. I mean, sure, this needs some tuning because the anti-roll bars are kind of tuned for grip right now. I mean, I would guess that's the default tuning for them. And holy shit! I mean, this is a tough one. So, I mean, I wanna drive it a bit more before tuning anything, so we can hit like a very... Oh shit! Well, yeah, I was saying that we need a better opinion of this car, but the impression shows that gravity is its worst enemy, and I can't see where the map goes. So okay, there's a turn. There we go. Oh shit! No. Oh shit. Okay, so this car doesn't really like going sideways. Well, it likes to go sideways, it just doesn't want to keep sideways in an elegant way, so we're gonna be starting tuning this thing up. And maybe we'll add less pressure to the tires. I'm not really sure if that will help. And okay, the gears seem to be fine, so we're gonna add more camber. Yeah, let's go for this, maybe a bit more. And yeah, I think that's pretty basic. So I mean the anti-roll bars are the opposite way that I would have tuned them, and maybe something like that will work. Okay, we'll leave it like that. And they are, I mean, I think these springs are pretty strong right now. I mean, yeah, I'm not usually a big car tuner, but I think that has something to do with all the proportions of this car, and we kinda lowered it quite a lot, to be honest. Yeah, let's just amp this thing up so we can get the oversteer going in an easier way, and hopefully with no inconvenient crashes on the way. So yeah, I think we're pretty much done with this thing. So let's see how this translates, cause I mean this is basically like a tune that I would make for a regular car, but okay, still no burnouts. Whoa, and no feedback from the wheel either. But I'm feeling quite good right now. I think this car will work, or at least I hope so. If it doesn't, we are basically screwed. So let's see this small kind of hairpin. Well, it wasn't that small. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Oh shit, I mean, I thought that we were gonna be having like a bigger, like, what was the name? Like, I don't know, I mean, I thought the car was gonna be slapping harder, and it kinda corrected itself pretty nicely. So I think that's one of the good things of this car, I think, is because the tires are so big and so wide that the grip is not really oh shit, an inconvenience when drifting, and holy crap, we just screwed that over. Okay, there we go. That was decent for how shit it was. Whoa, okay, I mean, it's so weird trying to discover when this car wants to drift, when it wants to stop drifting. And shit, we don't have enough power. So yeah, I mean, it's basically my fault, because I don't know why it was a thing. I mean, this car needs more horsepower if you want to slide it, because right now it's kind of planted and doesn't really have all that much wheel spin that we want. But I mean, yeah, I wanted to try a stock, because this is basically the essence of this series. I want to try if this car's just like being rear-wheel drive swapped and getting all the basic drift elements will work, and I think it does pretty well. I mean, it's potential. I mean, this would be like all the modes that I would do for like a proper drift car. So to see how much how much potential they have, and this car seems to have quite a lot. I mean, it feels kind of like, I mean, I was gonna say all-terrain, but that's a pretty frequent term for SUVs. So yeah, we'll say it's pretty balanced. And although the feedback of the wheels, it's kind of wonky sometimes, and we can break shit. But I mean, it could be doable. I mean, maybe if you, I mean, I don't know if swapping the engine would be a nice thing to do to it. I mean, I think it's kind of okay with the engine it has. It delivers a lot of torque, and that's good for very heavy cars. And shit, not enough torque there. But yeah, maybe like amping the horsepower range to 600 or even more. Maybe on 500 it will work pretty okay. But I mean, yeah, this is a trial a trial and error thing. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely swirly. So you could work with this. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be tuning this anymore, because I won't really be using this as a drift car. Although, shit, it kinda seems like it wants to drift now. I mean, it's just getting used to us with everything. But it feels kinda nice, so we'll try to go for another lap. And before that, I'm going to to add the drift HUD, which is here. Okay, so we're gonna be adding this thing and see how many points we can get for an entire lap. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be losing like a lot of them on the way, but I mean, first up I want to see this long term, which I think we should have gone for this kind of track layout, and we are still getting points in this part of the track. That was pretty cool. But that's a pretty nice turn, actually. I may come here to this track and practice more. Oh shit. Fuck, so yeah, we're gonna be first heading to the whatever, we're gonna be restarting, and that's it. I mean, I just broke half of the car, so we're trying to burn the tires bits. That didn't work. So yeah, I mean, let's see how many points we can get. Okay, none. Holy shit, that's what I'm talking about. Fuck, no, that wasn't what I was talking about. Well, technically it was, since I said that we were gonna be losing a lot of points, and yeah, that wasn't really bad at all. Because we are going for, I mean, we have only like 400 horsepower. I mean, I think it was 380. So this kind of performance is not expected, but it works pretty okay. So yeah. Oh fuck. Nope, nope. Okay, we could have done much better in that turn, but I mean, we can expect to be perfect with this type of car. But it feels kind of nice. I mean, and I don't know if it's the force feedback that now it's kind of reacting in a way that I like better than it was before, but it feels kind of nice. I mean, I'm glad to be back on Forza because I haven't been playing a lot since I had to study and when Christmas time with time to spend with the family and things like that. So I didn't really have the time to like get on my setup and start playing Forza. But now I think I'm gonna be playing quite a lot, well, as long as I can. And shit. Okay. Pretty nice. But you can really like do a Scandinavian flex with this car. It does really, I mean, it weighs too much, so I would recommend like using a lot of handbrake assists. Oh shit. So yeah, I mean the handbrake is really the key. That makes me wish to have a physical handbrake. I mean that would be so fun, especially if we are gonna be having like Jimmy Kaido tracks or things like that. Which, by the way, we haven't really heard anything about from the Forza. Shit, and I was gonna be distracted there. So we're gonna go ahead and hit that turn again. But yeah, I mean if we had like proper drift tracks or a drift expansion or something in this game, that would be like that would make for this game to be my favorite one. I mean, I'm really a big fan of Forza, but I think Forza 4 is way better than the newer ones. Even though these ones have like more cars and more tracks and like uh, weather and night racing and things like that. But I think that Forza had like a better feel to it. It had a pretty big selection of tracks, and even though we didn't have like night racing or wet racing, it was still one shit to have kept in second. It was still a pretty fun game to play, and I mean all the cars there, it was really plentiful of JDM cars, and that's something that a lot of people like. I mean, I personally do like them. I mean, I think I'm more of a Japanese tuner kind of guy, but I mean, yeah, this game is bringing out a variety, like all GP, like Formula cars, and a lot of overall like GT endurance racing and things like that. But I mean, where's the JDMs? Where's the S14? I mean, that's I don't know. Maybe it's just my wishes. And yep, okay, shit. I mean, getting lines with this car to work it's pretty difficult because I don't really know when to. I mean, what kind of line this car wants to go. Because like right there, I don't know where to start a drift, since I don't know how far it's gonna slide. Because sometimes it does slide quite a bit, and sometimes it doesn't. So yeah, I mean this car requires a lot of practice, but that's gonna be a pretty common thing for the big one drifts. Oh shit! Okay, keep it. Fuck! I got caught on the grass and shit. We're on the steering like crazy. And I think that's one of the things of like all-wheel drive cars. Once you swap them to rear-wheel drive, they still kind of want to have more grip in the front. No, yep. Oh shit. Fuck. And that was kind of a jump drift, sort of. JDM stuff. Oh shit. Okay, we screwed that over. I overdone it. Like quite a bit, and I said we were gonna be going only for a lap, and I think this is the second one or the third one. So yeah, now that we are here, we'll keep drifting. So I guess this will be the last one. So yeah, my overall opinion on this car is that it's everything. It has potential. It's got a pretty nice like weight proportions, but it just needs like a tad bit more power, but not much. I mean, it kind of slides. Maybe a better tune would help as well, but I think it works kind of nice the way it is right now. And we're gonna crash the sign and get a second this time, and fuck. Oh yes, that's how I like to screw the drifts. Damn son. Okay, so we'll go ahead and hit that turn, and let's pretend I haven't really screwed it over the last time. That's more I like it. A bit. We lost a bit of power there at the end, but it's pretty good. Yeah, it's okay. So, oh shit. And we crashed at the same time we did before. So, yeah, I think we're gonna be ending the episode here. We've been drifting for too long. And it's just this game, it's so addicting. And, fuck, I wasn't expecting that, but I mean, the wheel look in this car is pretty decent for what it is. I mean, I know it's an SUV and it's, I don't know, I think it's better than other cars. Although, I still want to see more like steering angle tuning in this game. That would be pretty nice to have, especially for, I mean, like drift missile kind of thing. So, yeah, I mean, the sun is killing me. Okay, that's better. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to give a like and subscribe for more content, because I'll be uploading more things during this week. So yeah, see you in the next video.